Hello students. With the knowledge of different types of unit cell and their arrangement of the atoms as well as the rank of their unit cell, today we will try to find out the relation between the edge length and the radius of an atom. But before that, we'll have a quick review on the types of unit cell and their Z. In simple unit cell, there are 8 atoms arranged at 8 corners and thus giving Z equals to 1. In body-centered cubic unit cell, 8 atoms arranged at corner, 1 at the center of the body and therefore Z will be 2. Similarly for face-centered, 8 atoms at the corner and 6 atoms at 6 faces of the cube, thus giving Z equals to 4. So now we will proceed. So the topic of today's video is, we will try to find out the relation in edge length of the unit cell, which we denote as A, and the radius of atom R and the nearest neighboring distance. Now we know that there are 8 atoms situated at 8 corners of the unit cell. Since we cannot have 3D version over here, I am just trying to explain you with this cube. Now 2 atoms at this corner, similarly 2 more atoms at the opposite one and 4 more atoms at the other face of the cube. So total 8 atoms at 8 different corners. Now the edge length. This will be the edge length which we commonly call as A. I will again write over here. This edge length is A. Whether I am discussing it with respect to one face or the other, in all the ways we will always take edge length as A. Now edge length, how we can calculate? As we can see, there are 2 atoms here, and if I see the distance, it is equal to radius of the atom which are situated at the corner. So I can say that the edge length A is equal to 2R because of the radius of 2 atoms. The same thing I will try to explain with the help of a figure. This is a simple cubic unit cell. I have considered only 2 atoms over here. This we will call as edge length A. Now this edge length A is equal to the radius of one atom as well as the radius of the other atom. So edge length will be equal to 2R. And this is the relation between the edge length of the unit cell A and the radius of atom in simple cubic unit cell. Or we can say R equals to A by 2. You have to learn this equation. Now let us try to derive the same relation for body-centered cubic unit cell. We know in body-centered cubic unit cell, along with 8 atoms at the corners, there is 1 atom at the center also inside the body. So now we have to consider the body diagonal. This will be body diagonal, because this atom which is inside the body, it will be in touch with 2 more atoms and therefore we will be discussing the body diagonal. Now to know this, I will try to convert it in a triangle. So here we will get 2 types of triangle. One will be A, B and C. This one. And another will be B, C and D. So we have 2 types of triangle as well as the edge length, that will be A. All the edge length, that will be A. So now let us try to find out the edge length A in this. Edge length A will be equal to AB. Okay. So now there are 2 types of triangle. Let's say in triangle BCD, we can apply Pythagorean theorem. So BD square equals to BC square plus CD square. Let us consider this as equation 1. Now let us consider triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, BC square equals to AB square plus AC square. This is equation number 2. Now I know the value of A, it is the edge length A, and value of AC also edge length A. So now we substitute it in equation 1. What we'll get? BD square equals to AB square plus AC square plus CD square. The value of AB, edge length A. The value of AC, it will be edge length A. And the value of CD, that is also edge length A. Up till this it is okay, but I don't know the value of BD. For BD, I will show you one experiment. Now this is the line BD, and on this there are 3 atoms, 1, 2 and 3, such that they are touching each other. So this will be 1 radius, second radius, third radius, and ultimately fourth radius. So we can say that BD square, or I will say BD equals to 4R. 1, 2, 3, 4, and therefore BD square will be equal to 4R square. So I can say 4R square equals to 3A square, or I will say A equals to 4R by root 3, and therefore R is equal to root 3 by 4A. Again you have to learn this equation as numericals are based on this. This derivation is rarely asked in your board exams, but yes, numericals based on these concepts will be there. Now let us discuss for face-centered cubic unit cell. Again 8 corners will be occupied by 8 different particles, and since it is a face-centered, 2 particles on 2 opposite faces, up and down, 2 particles on the side faces, 1 particle towards my face and 1 particle at the backside face. So 6 particles occupying 6 different faces. Now I can consider any one of the face for calculating the relation, but for easier convenience I will consider the upper one. Okay, and here I have to consider the face diagonal. So here I will get one triangle ABC. Again AB, that we know the edge length A. AC also we know the edge length A, and therefore in this triangle I can apply Pythagorean theorem. So in triangle ABC, BC square equals to AB square plus AC square. Now we know the value of AB and AC, it is the edge length A, but right now I don't know the value of BC. So this is BC with 3 particles situated along that line, and therefore there will be 3 atoms, and again 1, 2, 3, 4 radius will be taken in consideration, and therefore I will say BC equals to 4R. Substituting here, 4R square equals to A square plus A square, or I will say 4R square equals to 2A square. Therefore 16R square equals to 2A square, or I will say 8R square equals to A square, and therefore A equals to 2 root 2R, or R will be equal to A upon 2 root 2. So you have to learn this derivation, you have to learn this equation. So for body centered cubic unit cell, R equals to root 3 by 4A, and for face centered it is A upon 2 root 2. So I have summarized all this in a tabular form, and you have to learn this table. For simple cubic unit cell who has Z equals to 1, the radius is A by 2, and the distance between 2 neighboring particles will be equal to A, that is the edge length. For a body centered cubic unit cell for which the Z is equal to 2, the radius of an atom can be calculated by the formula root 3 by 4A. Similarly, for FCC, we can calculate by using the formula A upon 2 root 2, and the distance between two neighboring particles can be calculated by using the formula root 3 by 2A, and in case of FCC, A upon 2 root 2. Now it is very easy to remember the things. For simple cubic unit cell, it's very easy. R equals to A upon 2, and for BCC equals to root 3 by 4A. For FCC, suppose I multiply this by root 2. Then what the answer I will get? Root 2 by 4A. So A by 2, root 3 by 4A, and root 2 by 4A. We can use any one of the formula for FCC, or for BCC and simple cubic unit cell, it will be a fixed one. Now let us solve a numerical based on these concepts. In the given numerical, what are the main things? That the A is occupying corner and B is at face centered. That means the given cubic unit cell is face centered one. So we'll try to draw the figure. This is the unit cell, and it is saying that A atoms are occupying the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the atoms of A. And B is occupying face. So it will occupy all the faces. So for A, what will be the contribution of the atoms? There are 8 atoms, and we know corner one give their contribution 1 by 8. Therefore, atom of A will be 1 per unit cell. Now for B, there are 6 atoms at various faces. We know they contribute in a half A, and therefore there will be 3 atoms of B per unit cell, and hence we get the formula AB3. Now in the next numerical, there are 2 atoms P and Q. P is occupying the corner, but 2 atoms are missing. This is an important hint given here. And Q is at body center, indicating that is a body centered cubic unit cell. Let us draw the figure. A body. This is a unit cell with us. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. These will be occupied by P. And 2 are missing. So these 2 places, let's say they are not occupied by P. And 1 atom of Q, it is at the center. Okay. So let us calculate the contribution of each. P, there are 8 there has to be 8 particles at the corner, but right now we have only 6 particles of P, and their contribution is 1/8, and therefore overall contribution of P towards this unit cell will be 3 by 4. Q, since its body center, it will completely give 1, and therefore what will be the formula that we'll write? P 3 by 4 Q, or we can say P3 Q4. These numericals are asked generally for 2 marks, or even now for 1 mark in the form of MCQ or a direct question. Till now we have seen the numericals to calculate the formula of the compound by using its unit cell. Now we'll move on to some more numericals where we are using the relationship between A and R. So what is the information given in this numerical? That the edge of the unit cell is given 316.5 and it's a BCC unit cell. Okay, so edge length is given 316.5 picometer, and we are supposed to calculate the radius of tungsten atom. Since it's a BCC unit, what will be the formula that we will be using? It will be R equals to root 3 by 4A. So that is equal to root 3 by 4 into 316.5, and when we solve this we get the answer 137.0 picometer. So it's a very simple numerical. Next numerical is also of same pattern. Pay attention to the information given. FCC structure and the atomic radius is given 125 picometer. So radius is given 125 picometer. We are supposed to calculate the edge length. Since it's a FCC unit, we'll use the formula R equals to A upon 2 root 2. Or I will say A equals to 2 root 2 R. Substitute the value 2 root 2 into 125. And by calculating we get 352.5 picometer. So this is how we can solve the numericals, either calculation of edge length or calculation of the radius of atom or calculating the formula of the compound if we know the arrangement of particle in its atom and their contribution. So that was the topic for the today. And for when we have learned the different format of the numericals, you people now can try the different numericals based on this video. So here are the assignment questions for you people. That's all for the day. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.